What's going on, guys? Welcome back to ClayCoins. I believe competence creates confidence, so I'm here to bring you some information, education, and better understanding of cryptocurrency and the stock market. This is not financial advice, however. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not an indication nor a suggestion to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency or stock talked about in this video or on this channel. I'll also never contact you guys below with a WhatsApp, a Telegram, or any investment opportunities. Today, we're going to be talking about a cryptocurrency that just went up 40% over the past week. It actually, at the time of this recording, it's come back down to earth a little bit, but it was up like 58% at one point. If you know what it is, go ahead and take a guess in the comment section down below right now. Other than that, we're going to look at a couple coins as well. I always like to give you guys some bang for your buck. If you guys are investing some time in me, I'm going to invest some time in you guys and give you guys a few different cryptocurrencies you should check out. Before we do, guys, I got to do the YouTube stuff. My goal is to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. It's a big goal, but I know with your help and support, we can knock it out of the park. So why don't you go ahead and I'll give you a moment to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the join button so you can become a true supporter of ClayCoins, along with a couple others who have already joined, and they get access to special membership perks, some emojis, icons, members only content. I plan on in the future doing about one video per week that is members only. So go ahead and hit that join button, and I'll give you a moment to hit the like and subscribe button right now. Dope. Thank you guys so much. Starting the video off with Loopring, ticker symbol LRC. As many of you know by now, Loopring is a open protocol designed for the building of decentralized exchanges. It's one of my favorite layer 1 solutions, honestly, and it utilizes rollups in a way that even Vitalik has said he's all in on. And I say all that despite the bearish sentiment that we've witnessed since about Christmas. And what I'm going to do actually is go over to the chart for you guys and just show you guys some different levels of support, because things are starting to look a lot better looking forward, especially looking at the price right now. You can agree that's nice. Looking at Loopring on the chart, guys, we're sitting right above that 62-cent level of support right here, as you can see. We've touched it a couple times right here, and we're sitting right above it right now. It's held up pretty strong. We're looking at the daily candles as of right now. I wanted to zoom out and give you guys a broader picture, and as you can see, this support has held up very well, and it's actually held up since this big run up. We've never seen anything past, let me get the exact date for you right here, November 1st last year. Once we had this monumental run up that saw Loopring climb all the way up to the almost $4 mark, $3.92. We've come down ever since. We've been in it. I mean, if you even want to take a line and put it here, you could say we've been in a downtrend since late November, if not earlier. It depends on how much of a bear you are. Some would argue, but I mean, especially when you look at this, this is not looking the best right now. So, but the good thing is we're right next to a support that we haven't tested since before the run up, and below that, always be prepared, not surprised. Below that, the next support is about the 35-cent range, right around there. However, on the opposite side of it, if we're able to push up past this 120 mark, because one of the worst things that happened to Loopring was, let me get this line out of here. One of the worst things that happened to Loopring was on this date, January 18th. This support line of $1.20 right here flipped and became a resistance. Since then, we have not been able to break that resistance in any sort of sustained fashion. I mean, I'm sure if you went on the hourly candles or the 5-minute candles right here on February 7th, we went up a little bit, but that almost confirms even more that it is a multiply confirmed resistance at this point, when it was prior to this a support line. So if we're able to blast through that and turn that once support line back into a support line, we could be on a rocket up to the 172 mark, and anything past that, I mean, you're talking about over $2. If there's a, Loopring has a lot going on right now, a lot of partnerships, a lot of deals in the works. They try to keep their stuff kind of behind closed doors, and they're not, some of these cryptocurrencies, some of the dev teams behind them like to be non-stop updating, almost like intraday updates on what the business is doing on Twitter. I'm not necessarily a fan of that. Yes, it's entirely transparent, but there's a reason that a lot of deals and partnerships and numbers stay behind closed doors, and the contract negotiations aren't held in a press conference publicly that anyone can attend. Private matters and business matters should be dealt with like they are, so that there's not outside influence and different things like that. The more people you're proclaiming your updates to, the more influence you have. If that's what you're going for, cool. If not, a lot of the big projects, one thing I heard someone say was, the people who are really, really, really good at something, you oftentimes don't hear them talk about it. You don't hear them talk about them doing something. They're not looking for that recognition. They just do it. And when they do it, they get it done and they knock it out of the park. Kind of like you guys are helping me do, hitting my subscriber goal. So hit that like and subscribe button real quick if you haven't already. Looking to target enterprise-grade industries such as gaming, advertising, entertainment, and more, Zilliqa, ticker symbol ZIL, comes in as the world's first public blockchain reliant on a sharded network, producing over 2,500 blocks a day, an active network running millions of transactions per month, and a 10-year mining plan show the forward-thinking, realized need for scalability and willingness to adapt that is crucial in the crypto game right now. If you're not constantly adapting and thinking kind of 2 or 3 steps ahead, crypto is definitely a game of chess and not checkers, as giants that have fallen off like Monero have shown, EOS. If you're not thinking about the future, it really comes back to bite you in the butt. Members of the team have even went as far to back these claims up as to say that they wish to rival traditional centralized payment methods such as Visa and MasterCard. If you've heard another cryptocurrency talk about or have, be mentioned in the conversations as those giants as well, you're right, and that was Solana. Looking at rank 117 right now, and Solana's like, ranked 8th in the world, 6th in the world, something like that. Zilliqa has a long way to go to compete with that, but I mean, it's any goal that you can set like that. Like I say sometimes, aim for the stars, you might end up in the clouds. That's still a lot better than with your feet planted on the ground, planning about doing it. So Zilliqa has a goal in mind, and we can see if they can get it done. They look pretty good. I believe if they're able to get a marketing team that has a lot of proactive solutions in growing their brand and maybe getting some ambassadors, launching a big ad campaign, if they get a couple big partnerships, you could see Zilliqa rocket up to the 13-cent mark that we've been in since, realistically, about May of last year, we still have never broken this 13-cent resistance mark. And if we can get up to that and then break that, you're talking about an absolute stratosphere climb. Free falling in the opposite sense. All in all, it looks like a great project. I've talked about it before on this channel, and I'll probably talk about it again because it does look very interesting. At 3 cents right now, almost under 4 cents, the chance for profit is great, and it's sitting on just about some pretty good support lines that have held for a long time. Obviously, that means that they're being tested right now. So, like I've made sure to say in the last couple of videos, outside of my financial advice rant, because obviously I need to say that because of what I'm doing on YouTube, but also you should listen to that because it's the truth. You shouldn't be taking financial advice from YouTubers. I've made sure to say a few different times in my videos recently, especially, where a lot of different cryptocurrencies are testing new support lines and have kind of broken through the floor and ended up in the basement, and we don't really know how deep it is. We could always end up finding a trapdoor in the basement and going down even further into a crawl space. So just be careful, be mindful of the price ranges, be mindful of support levels. That's why I wanted to show you guys the charts. I try to stay away from the technicals a little bit just because I want to give you guys some basic fundamental information, better understanding of these cryptocurrencies. And if you guys want to seek that extra knowledge, or down the road, if I start doing some sectors, different membership benefits like that, start doing some different technical videos, just looking at the charts, looking at different things that I'm thinking, some live streams, things like that. But that's down the road. That's why, even though I know CoinMarketCap can be a little biased or a little suspect sometimes, especially with Hex and things like that. If you're an investor in Hex, let me know down in the comment section down below, because you're obviously not a fan of CoinMarketCap or Binance. But CoinMarketCap, it's something a lot of people are familiar with, and so I like to give it to you guys so you can just look at that while I'm ranting about Cardano and different stuff like that. Coming in next is my overall favorite gaming crypto and potential new home for Death Row Records, GALA, ticker symbol GALA, GALA. Originally looked at as a gaming studio with potential, GALA has shattered expectations and looked to become an entire blockchain media empire. I am sure that at one point or another, you or a family member has played either Mafia Wars, Farmville, or Zynga Poker. Well, GALA was founded by the co-founder of Zynga, who created those games along with many, many others back in like when Facebook gaming was huge and every single day you had 15 different requests for someone to, I don't know, I didn't play, loan someone some hay on Farmville or something. I will say that I personally played a little bit of Mafia Wars way back, and then I've dabbled with Zynga Poker here and there, you know, some different Texas Hold'em digital poker games. Zynga's pretty nice, pretty fun to play with your friends and different things like that, and it obviously sells. Those games have so many downloads, so many active users, and have become such massive trends that have kind of transcended gaming. And when you have a co-founder working, you know, literally founding GALA, it's no surprise when you start to put the pieces together of how GALA is able to just make these huge pushes and launch these massive, I mean, they just invested $5 billion into themselves. They are betting, doubling down, and taking it further than most people go with their investments, and they're doing it with themselves. They believe in themselves, and for good reason. If the market resets, and this correction, this reset, this bearish trend, whatever you want to call it, if we have a true healthy correction, we should see GALA break all-time highs this year. As so, the only thing we are waiting on, essentially at this point, is the overall health of the market, Bitcoin and Ethereum specifically. Once they do, and we see a big pop again, you're going to see a huge pop again in the gaming, the metaverse, all the kind of speculative or growth cryptos that would be looked at right now as not having much utility. It would be looked at as kind of, not a necessity, more of an accessory, if you will. And then, you know, people are going to start throwing their money at the more speculative things, even though, in my opinion, GALA is way beyond speculation at this point. I think they've proven themselves that they are very planted in the crypto industry and are only going to continue to grow. I also, when doing a little bit of research on this, looking around, I actually noticed, looking down here, how many right here, can GALA games hit $1? This is a little thing they put in their CoinMarketCap description. GALA Games is trading around 2 cents as of August 2021. Must have been when this was written. So reaching $1 would require a 50x. GALA Games certainly has an interesting ecosystem of games and very experienced leadership. So even such an ambitious goal could happen in a few years. That's crazy. So that's what he said on August of 2021 when it sat at 2 cents. Let's go back up to the chart, shall we? Because August 2021, it was trading at, right here, you can see the date, 2 cents. That didn't take long, though, because by November, 2 months later, GALA had already 35x'd up to 70 cents twice. 70 and 71 from 2 cents. He said a push to $1 could be reasonable because of GALA in a few years. They were able to 35x and hit 70 cents in 2 months. I'm saying, guys, and this was right before, you know, this is at the end of December, or end of November rather, and then we had a big pop in December when we kind of had that fake out. Since then, the whole entire market has looked just about the same as this chart. Almost any crypto, you know, besides very, very rare outliers, have been in this bearish trend for quite a few months now, and hopefully we can change this soon, as long as everything can change. I'm not going to keep saying the geopolitical stuff because I'm sure every single YouTuber in the world is saying it. So, but when we do see Bitcoin start climbing up to the 50K range, Ethereum start climbing over 3,000 again, we should be looking good. Flying in next is Goldfinch, ticker symbol GFI. It's already serving thousands across India, Nigeria, Mexico, and Southeast Asia. Goldfinch looks to be the missing piece in the off-chain crypto lending puzzle. It is a decentralized credit protocol launching in January during the middle of a total market reset. I mean, when you look at the yearly chart right here, you start to understand why people would be pretty upset investing in this ICO, I believe, IDO, whatever, when it launched. If you bought, and I mean, realistically, looking at the price currently sitting at $2.58 at the time of this recording, if you bought over $7, you're mad. So when you take those into consideration, it's not all that surprising to see the current price where it's at. I mean, take a look at Bioconomy, for example, which I talked about in the last video. Go check it out if you haven't already. But Bioconomy is just absolutely getting hammered and hitting new lows, new lows, new lows. That's one thing that Goldfinch has done pretty well. It hit this low of under $2 at about $1.84 or so, right around the end of February, and is yet to come down to that level since. Maybe that's the floor, maybe that's the basement. Who knows? It's hard telling, not knowing. That's an expression you hear around here a lot. But a push up to the $7.26 level is within reach in the coming months if, like with GALA coin, we see a true reset and a correction and we start to set up for a bull run, essentially. If we're able to push anything past the $7.26 range, which we last hit right about here on January 23rd, if we can push past that resistance right there, which we have never, since we touched that, we've never pushed past it. I mean, we could be looking at $11 easily, $11 to $12 range for Goldfinch, and you could speculate higher than that. I'm not going to. You could speculate the $14 range. I think the 12 would be a little bit more reasonable. However, you know, it's up to you completely. With only 5 million tokens in circulation right now, looking at it right here, the max supply is 114 million, which is still finite in comparison to a lot of the cryptocurrencies that are under $5. You're talking about close to $1 billion for some of them. So the market cap is only at 13 million, which is just laughable. Fully diluted, you see, is higher just because of the, you know, only 4% in circulation. But keep in mind, like I said, that circulation is not high. So it's starting more and more. The more evidence I see and the more research I do about this, the more technical and fundamental analysis that I do on this. It's looking like a real steal at this price, guys. It's looking like it's a lot less down bad and more on sale, and they're not really sure why. Now, guys, the crypto from the thumbnail, the one we've been talking about, actually, once I started doing research and writing the script, it ran up to 58% from 40%, and then came back down to earth a little bit. So all of it's ruined, but pretty much 24 hours ago, based on whenever this is recorded, it was up 40% on the week. It had been up almost 58%, but I'm glad I just didn't go with that one for the thumbnail. However, this is an absolute banger. This is one of my favorite cryptocurrencies in general of any sector. It is the first layer 2 solution to utilize ZK rollups and focus exclusively on NFTs. IMX was founded by Forbes 30 Under 30 entrepreneur James Ferguson, along with his brother, fellow Forbes 30 Under 30 entrepreneur Robbie Ferguson. With a good chance of becoming the default NFT blockchain of the future, a partnership with GameStop, the success of the Gods Unchained, and a $200 million funding raising that they just completed, IMX has shown incredible growth and resistance throughout this bearish trend. And I mean, if we're going to look at the last 3 months comparatively to a lot of these cryptocurrencies, I mean, you can see massive gains in the midst of this big slope. Looking down here, this once we hit the $1.10 range or so, this spurred a huge spike in volume, which of course pumped up the price. There's that $200 million in funding, which definitely did not hurt. And you always see like the 780 million in a day, something like that, in a few hours. That's a crazy amount of volume, especially when you think about the market cap only being 373 million. Getting that much volume in a short amount of time is going to send that price up. And the 200 million in funding absolutely helps, but there's a reason they got that. And I mean, when you zoom in on this a little bit more, you can see, I mean, this was a absolute rocket from $1.11 upwards of $1.93 just a day or two ago. Alright, so my current price prediction on Immutable X, to give you as a solid prediction, 5x to 10x by the end of this year. I think anything from the $7 to $15 range, $16 range is 100% doable. IMX is just, I can't say it enough. It's one of the best NFT cryptocurrencies that has ever been released. They have so much going for them, and they have a good head on their shoulders. Their team is backed by a couple people who have a lot of success in the entrepreneurial field, and collectively, I think the project just looks phenomenal. I will say, like I always try to do, I'm currently a holder of Immutable X and GALA. Those are the 2 coins in this video that I am currently a holder of. It's actually not very often that I do a video that has even one of the coins that I'm a holder of, just because I like to try to stay away from that. I don't know, it's kind of a weird feeling doing something and putting it out on the internet knowing that you have money invested in it, but when it comes to projects that I really feel like you guys should not miss out on, and the ones that are doing crazy things like this, you know, Immutable X on the week going up 40 and then upwards of 58, almost 60%, you can't not put it in a video. And then GALA, you know, what can you say about GALA games? I mean, Snoop Dogg is talking about making an entire blockchain music label with them. So they're just, you know, GALA Entertainment, the GALA Empire, whatever you want to call it. They're crazy. Alright guys, that's going to be it. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the join button if you want to become a true supporter and, you know, help keep the lights on. I will mention, guys, that I do believe there's some, you know, it's not official yet, but I believe I'm going to be doing a partnership campaign with a different cryptocurrency, a different NFT cryptocurrency. You know, they're smaller. They just launched on something not too long ago. They're really, really cool. So I might be working with them here pretty soon. So you can help support your boy like these, you know, advertisers are going to start doing. So I got to keep the lights on in here. I love doing this for y'all. And, you know, it just makes it that much better to be able to do this for a living. That's my dream. So you guys can help that dream become a reality by hitting that join button, becoming a true supporter. Every little bit helps. So thank you guys. Put a flexing emoji in the comment section down below if you enjoyed the video, as you know. Other than that, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves. Have a great day, guys.